This college football picks week 12 edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog. Underdogs hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code SGPN.
This is Randy Cross. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
Welcome back, Sean.
Thank you. Yes, back from Green Bay. That Lambeau life, man. You, I mean, it's like dog years there. You age quickly because,
I mean, again,
the Lambeau lifestyle, just a lot of booze and cheese and football. It was awesome time though. Had a great time. And I mentioned to you before the show, Ryan, that we taped the episode Sunday night, and I think there was could have been an issue with my microphone. A lot of the listeners.
Yeah, I think maybe we should have this conversation with Cole because he's had a recent incident with 560, maybe a little bit too much alcohol and a host on the show.
But yes, I was. A lot of people thought I was drunk on that episode. I think it was an audio quality issue, but awesome time.
I'll check. I'll have the interns and the audio engineering team.
Super fun trip, and ran into a couple listeners. Always good seeing real DGen folks out in the wild.
Is it worth it to trade football weather for football atmosphere, like a city that actually cares about a football team? We obviously live in a city that does not care about. There's no sense of football in the air. There's no vibe, even towards really any team other than the Dodgers. Would you trade? So is the weather worth the atmosphere?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you're a Packers fan, sure.
For you though.
For me,
yeah,
no, because they would
soft ass person who lives in Los Angeles.
They root for the Packers. So yeah, I'm not. I see the appeal. It's fun to visit, but yeah, I like. I don't know. I wouldn't mind living in the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a choice.
It is. Yeah. No. I mean, it was an awesome town. A lot of fun. Highly recommend it if you ever get a chance. See your team out in Lambeau. Experience live football in person. Joining us on the line from the college football experience, Colby Dant, aka Pick Dundee. What's happening, Colby?
G'day, mate. How are you, buddy? Glad to see you tried the cheese curds. They're unavoidable. They're unavoidable, right? I mean, everywhere you go, try our cheese curds. By the time you were just there, 24 hours. I was there like 4 days. By the time the fourth day, I was like, you mentioned cheese curds, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
I was gonna
cheese
say
curds are great.
They must have great plumbing. I mean,
I was thinking about that on the flight home when I got back from the airport. I'm like, how do these people do this 365 days a week? We went to this little diner it was awesome, but you get like this giant piece of steak and eggs, biscuits and gravy. Everyone's really nice. It's I mean, it was everything you would imagine. Just put down a ton of brats that had been sitting out all day. They were still delicious though.
Dude, we went to a spot. I was so sick of cheese after because we were in Milwaukee most of the trip, me and my buddies, and we went to we stayed one night in Green Bay. So after the game, Green Bay, we're like, man, let's get a real meal. Let's go out to the best restaurant we could find in Green Bay, right? Don't remember the name of it, but we go there and I'm just like, I'm so sick of cheese. I feel like I haven't shit in like a week. Right. I'm just like,
give me worst.
Give me, I tell the waitress, this poor waitress, cause she's like, I'm like, do you have anything on the menu without cheese? I don't want any, and no cheese. If you have that, please. She was like, we have salmon, and I shit you not, man. I shit you not. I tried salmon and but dude, I shit you not, it had some type of cheddar zest or some like flakes on it, and I was just like, God, unfucking.
Gotta put cheese on everything.
I mean, it's one of those things. When in Rome, Colby. They're French people. They're French people who settled in a cold ass middle of the U.S. I mean,
I get it, dude. I get it. I mean, I know I was being a prick, but I was, dude. It's just so much drunkenness and so much cheese that it's just like my body felt so unhealthy after 4 or 5 days there. But yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. Do it.
Do you know why it's called Green Bay?
No, I don't.
Colby?
I don't think I do.
Because when the French showed up, the water had a green tint to it.
Oh, there you go.
It's very simple. Figured,
Easy
man.
enough.
It's got some Green Bay trivia. Was shocked at how French they are.
Green Bay?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't notice any. Although they do love cheese, like the French.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing they share.
That makes sense, right?
Good luck getting a Chardonnay in that town, Ryan.
Oh yeah, not a big wine town.
No,
they don't have. They don't grow grapes in Green Bay. All right.
No.
Good to know.
Look, I would tell people that want to come to America, if you're listening to this and you're like, sometimes you go down to you go to other countries like Colombia or Mexico, and like alcohol is almost free. Right. And you're just like, you're taken back by it. If you're looking for that spot in America, the best you can do, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, dude, we had a group of like 10 people, and we were at one bar drinking and eating lunch for maybe 6-7 hours. And then I went to pay, or I went to get the check thinking like, we're going to have to split this a bunch of ways. They're like, yeah, you guys are like $260. I'm like, $260. All right, you can just run it on my card. I was expecting like $1,000. It's free there. It's free. Everything's basically free.
Yeah. I mean, everything is a sliding scale, right? There's trade-offs, and you want to be trapped in a cheese prison. Everything else is cheaper.
Yeah, highly recommend it though. Awesome time, great trip.
Fans too, they're good fans.
Yeah. It was funny them trying to talk trash because they would just say stuff like, "Hey, well, we might end up winning, huh? Hey," like they didn't know how to talk shit. They were just like, "Oh, well, you guys are nice," and like they eat. Well, okay, yeah, go. I won't say go Birds. I'm not that easy. This one lady said. I'm like, all right, yeah. No, they're diehard fans, but yeah, I didn't really run into any dicks, honestly. There was maybe like dick other Eagles fans, but the Packers fans seemed pretty nice.
Any fights?
Maybe I'm gonna lay the minus 10,000 on that
one. there was a guy was really mad at me. We went to this tailgate where it's just like open bar, open food, and on the tables they had pitchers of water. So my dad was like needing a glass of water, so I just grab a pitcher off a table. The guy's like, "What? Oh, you need some water?" I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna ask permission. This whole thing's like an you don't own the water pitcher, man. And then
it wasn't someone that worked at the restaurant.
It's a total open seating thing. He had just claimed this table. Okay, fine. It's like a wedding if there weren't assigned seats.
So you took someone else's pitcher of water,
but because you don't. He didn't own it.
He wasn't sitting. You didn't like walk up to a table he was sitting at and just take a picture that was in front of him.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's in the center of the table. How else would I get the water?
I'm just thinking. So I'm at a restaurant and I got up and walked to someone else's table and took a picture, that would be strange behavior.
Yeah, but no waiter was involved.
Okay.
There were no waiters there.
I'm just imagining Sean walking up to some other person's table and saying, "I'm going to take this, sir."
No, it's a complete open seating area. Why would I don't need to ask permission. You can sit anywhere you want. There's no assigned seats.
But you took someone else's water.
Questionable, right?
Well, it's close.
Ryan's just grumpy because the Giants fired their head coach.
What do you mean?
No,
not grumpy at all.
Okay,
just asking. I'm still curious. The guy thought you were stealing his water or his table. I don't understand.
He didn't like that I grabbed the water. And then I just filled up a glass of water and I walked away. There's a bunch of cups. Like that's where the water was at. The water was sitting on all the tables, free for anyone to grab. So
there was water on other tables.
There was water on every single table,
but not your table.
I didn't have a table.
You didn't have a table. Oh,
Well, I was
see.
sitting in a chair, not a table.
Oh, so you were people had.
Is this interesting, Colby?
You were encroaching.
What am I? What is he asking me about?
Sounds. Yeah, I was trying to get a lay of the land. It seems like you almost got into a fight in Green Bay, and we just little forensic files painting the deeper picture for the audience. All right, we can move on now. Sounds like you didn't steal the guy's water.
No, because it wasn't his water.
Yeah, that's why I said you didn't steal it.
Did he buy the water? No. Did he flag down a waiter and say, "Give me a water"? No.
That's why I said it sounds like you didn't steal his water.
100% did not steal his water.
I'll have to get to the end of the episode to be certain.
All right. Ask any questions you want about the water. Anyway, we went 7-0 last week in the Westgate football contest. Nice run. 8-2 on our consensus plays. And Kramer, what place are we in?
62nd. So we're 3.5 points out of the, or 4.5 points out of the back from the cash line, which is the top 10.
What about those Mac in the box, aka CJ and Moneyline Mac?
They are behind us a bit.
Nice. Let's go.
I mean, I would say they're not out of it, but they're a little bit further out. And perhaps it's because half of the team is coming to work incredibly intoxicated, or as I saw in the chat earlier, having a horrible reaction to an antibiotic. Just Mac. How's Mac doing? We heard there was it was a rough weekend.
Well, he might have taught one on Saturday night, and he showed up. He was. I think this clip would sum it up best.
Well, I don't get rain man cold, but
that's what he sounded like on the show. I think for about an hour and a half. Yeah, we got it done.
Got through it.
I will say, Mac's social media feed right now is on fire.
We need to
between him clapping back at people, him loving America, and him being with drunk ladies.
Wait, we got to talk about this. And honestly, if you can show the photo from Saturday and he was with the girl, because
I'll pull it up.
I expect him to. He's naming all these Morgantown bars that he goes to, like just like true, like sounds like just dive shitholes that are awesome, right? he's like, yeah, you got to get up there, and then he shows me this clip while he's wasted on Saturday. First off, he assumed that I checked his Twitter feed to know that he was with this girl, which was even more hilarious. Because I was like, no. He's like, you saw the photo. You guys all saw the photos. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Right? And then he's like, well, so Troy was on the boards. Troy goes and finds it, puts it up. He looks like he's at like a fucking rave. He looks like I mean, if you see the photo, it's like, what are you doing ecstasy and having a good time? Like, what else are you on?
I'm gonna guess he has his sunglasses on.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's smart. It's smart. It's smart. It's smart. He's realizing that if he goes to a place with bright lights, he can wear his sunglasses and not stand out as much.
I bet you he had a mouth guard in. We couldn't tell.
My God, is he active on this goddamn page? I'm almost to it. Keep talking about it.
No, it was just hilarious because he then shows this photo of him and this chick, and Troy does, and I just was not anticipating him to be at this type of establishment. I don't even know if it is an establishment. It's like either a place where a rave happens or like an art gallery.
So it looked like the basement of a frat, honestly.
Yeah, it's a weird fucking spot. But Moneyline Mac, he's doing it. He's out there. He's kicking ass.
Taking names.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not able to. He posts a lot of shit. There it is. Hold on.
Did you like honestly? Would you think that's
I would say
place you would be at?
I also would say there's a fog light, or like it's a place that has like a fake fog machine. Look at this.
Dude, they got,
I'm at McSurley's.
Let me take the other side. Maybe this is just one of those dark, dingy bars that has a lot of neon light. So it's almost like a streamer's room. So you see a lot of those neon tones, but he's not at a I mean,
no.
The idea that Mac
you're full of shit. Look at the ceiling, man. This is some shit that's a rave, dude. I know.
Maybe you're right, but I'm just saying this just looks like the shitty back room of a bar, like a put together bar that has a bunch of neon signage. And the fact that they both have sunglasses on is very interesting. I was
telling you, this is a fucking rave. She's dude. Look at her right now. She is on the fucking moon right there. She is not. She's hurting. You know,
she's on Mac at Night. The biggest moon around.
She's on moon rocks right there. And look, I know that. You're not going to slide this past me, Moneyline Macintosh. All right, I know this thing, but I did not expect him to be. I didn't know that this was his demographic, to go do ecstasy and hang out with a bunch of weirdos, right? Hey, but good for him, right?
Yeah, seems to be having fun. Hats off, Moneyline Mac.
Yeah, I mean, and again, as you point out, USA hat. Colby, do we want to quickly talk about the latest playoff rankings? Any commentary?
I mean, same as last week. You can play that. You can just autopilot my stuff from last week.
So nothing grinding your gears more.
I mean, there's a bunch, but I mean, we can just go one by one.
That's good. Colby doesn't want to recycle.
No, it's the same fucking thing. It's like, well, Notre Dame is still there, right? I mean, Texas is there. I mean, they at least they're
Marcus Freeman,
with
a name that's come up for the Giants.
PS. We faded Vandy and they pissed all over us. Kramer, cue the Piston sound effect.
That was a horrible beat.
How did Auburn not cover 6.5 in that game?
If we want, no, it strictly came down to the coin toss. Because if it came down to the coin toss, we would have kicked the field goal. Then they score, we win. But because they won the coin toss, we lose.
It's bastards.
That, if I could just Sean, if you remember on the Veasan show, I took the Iowa Auburn idea that we all had on the show.
Yep.
I added UConn to it. I round robin it. I then during the Veasan show realized I fucked up. And I included Kansas instead of Iowa.
Yeah.
So I go back to so I have a Kansas, Auburn, UConn round robin. I go back to the window. I get the Kansas, Auburn, Iowa round robin. UConn comes in. The other three legs are comical. How the fuck did one of these not cash on the money line? Even the Kansas one against Arizona
was up the entire game. The entire fucking game.
They basically all were. Iowa's the only one where you can be like, they got inside of it late, but my God.
Yeah, but even Iowa had a chance to win that thing.
They had the lead with 30 seconds left. So I mean,
I could not believe that round, none of the round robins hit. I couldn't believe it. It was unreal. I mean, for Iowa to lose that way too, that pass, complete luck job. Like how the defensive back didn't get his hand up there. I don't know if you saw it, China. Wild play.
That pass was incredible.
Incredible pass, but
incredible.
The fact that his arm was like it just happened to not hit it. It was like throwing through fan blades.
I honestly think if he throws that pass 100 times, that's one of 100. Probably.
One. That's a carnival throw.
Yeah,
that's a carnival throw. Reminds me of the time that I mean, you want to be a hero to your children. You sink that shot, the basketball shot in the carnival, and get the big.
Oh, look out!
The big Teddy from the top. Bang! All right. What do you want to? Maybe we talk about games this week.
Sure, that sounds like a good strategy.
Okay. Let's see. The slide master was hard at work, and I actually went through ahead of time and did some verification of these numbers. So we're not going to have any mistakes on the lines. By the way, I don't know when you put these in, Colby, but there was some crazy movement in some of them.
I put them in probably this morning or this.
No, okay.
Sometime today, like maybe
3 point
around noon. I think.
There were multiple 3-point moves on the total. All right, first up, we've got a Friday night matchup here. How many games are there this Friday, Colby? Is it just these two?
No, you have an FCS game. And you also have 4 D3 games.
Okay, but real football, 2 games, Sean. So we only have. It's going to have to be maybe heavier basketball this week because only 2 football games. First up, 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Clemson heads to Louisville, where Louisville is laying 3 minus 145. Clemson plus 125. 49 is your total. YouTube.com/sports gambling podcast if you'd like to see Colby's beautiful renditions. Colby, big ACC. ACC is a bit of a shit show. We could be converging on hilarious tie-breaking activities. I think everyone's rooting for that in some way.
Yeah. I mean, right now, what is it? It's like 5-way tie up top, I think, right?
It is. Well, I mean, technically. Four.
Yeah, but one of the teams has played one less game, so
Duke is tied in the loss column. So, but yeah, I mean, we're gonna get to that disaster scenario where they're flipping coins like Texas high school football in a gas station.
We'll see what they do, because if Duke gets to the ACC championship, which is, I think they're odds on. I think the odds to get to the ACC championship right now, it's Georgia Tech and Duke would be the favorites to play for the ACC championship. The irony here is that Duke just lost to UConn. They also lost to Tulane. They got killed in the non-con. But I was at the Duke Georgia Tech game, and that was one of the strangest games it's probably the weirdest game I've ever been to in person, because you're having beers. Duke dominated that football game, but never had the lead. It was very strange. It was honestly, third quarter, if you were to hide the scoreboard and just watch the game, you would have probably thought Duke was up 3 touchdowns, and Georgia Tech won the game. So if that was the championship game in the ACC, Duke, I think, has a pretty strong chance, especially beating it in Charlotte. Would be the game. But here's the thing: the ACC doesn't have an auto bid, and then Tulane would have the tiebreaker against them. There's a chance you could see 2 Group of 5s over Duke, because if JMU goes 11-1, JMU go 11-1, and then Tulane win the AAC, which they're projected to be in the championship, that would be a pretty interesting scenario.
I also think, just you look at the teams that have one loss. Duke gonna lose to North Carolina. Virginia's gonna lose to Virginia Tech. The rivalry weekend's gonna fix some of this stuff. But yeah, I mean, it would be pretty hilarious. I mean, bad year for although some are saying that the ACC's TV deal with the CW is looking really good, considering they're still on YouTube TV. So
yeah, I'm still rooting for Georgia Tech to pull it out, but it's gonna get interesting here.
I have a ticket on Georgia Tech, and I have a ticket on Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh one pays a little bit better.
Pittsburgh's got a path.
They do.
So man, what are we doing here, Colby?
I'm on the Cards. They lost. Louisville. They got upset by Cal in overtime. I think they bounce back and they get Clemson here. I mean, Clemson is playing for a bowl game, which they normally make a bowl game every year under Dabo. I think every single year he's been there, maybe 1 year. But I think Louisville's the better team, especially the fact they lost last week. They're not afforded another loss. They have to win this game. So it's at home, Friday night. Come on, they got to get this. They're going to get it done. Lay it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. This is a ultimate bounce back game. This is a hilarious nugget. There have been 18 losses to conference opponents as a favorite of -15 or bigger over the last 2 seasons in college football. With the loss against Cal over the weekend, the Tigers have 2 of them.
No, Louisville has, right? Louisville does.
Oh yeah, sorry, Louisville. Yeah, I don't know why I typoed Tigers in there, but that's crazy that Louisville has 2 of those losses as huge favorites. It's
well,
insane.
Here's what's hilarious. Going back to the college football playoff thing, Louisville got, they're like 16, 17. If you go back to the slide, I'm not sure, but both their losses are in overtime to teams that are bowl teams or better. Virginia's ranked in the top 25, right? Like, I understand those are bad losses, but my problem is like, if they just stuck to their guns on, like, they're rewarding Texas for losing to a 3-win Florida team. Or, Florida beat Texas, dominated the game, never trailed, right? A 3-win Florida team, they say that's a hard game. So they're going to respect Texas there. But Louisville loses to a Virginia team. What's their record there, Kramer? It's like what? 8-2 or something? 7-2? Yeah. And
8-2.
a Cal team that's 6-4, right? So it's like two bowl teams. You lose in overtime on the final play of the game. It's just not consistent with their other shit they say.
Well, of course not.
Idiots.
Well, yeah, that's at this point, that's they're idiots with power, and they're playing with you like a puppet master, working his puppet across.
No,
this is
a great spot for Louisville coming off this loss. This is the type of games Brom wins, and he has the crystal ball moments where he blows some games he shouldn't, but this seems like a great spot for him, and I think they match up pretty well. Their defense, I think, is going to do a good job against Clemson here at home. Kramer, what are you doing?
I at this point, I would just play mayhem. It's Friday night. Give me the dog, Clemson.
Okay,
points. Dog. I mean, the ACC has been a complete clusterfuck. So the idea that the team that's supposed to win the game is going to win the game. Plus, Dabo is talking about succession plan for his longtime strength and conditioning coach. I think the team's going to get up for him. He's going out. His 40-year tenure on the job. He's going out next year or this year. This is his final season. Minnesota, Oregon. I was by the way, last week I mentioned that it was Oregon or Oregon. People reached out. It's not gone, Sean. It's Oregon. 6 p.m. on the West Coast. We're heading to Eugene. Oregon -25, -2,800 on the money line. Minnesota +1350. 44 is the total. Any chance we could row the dangerous spot to be rowing the boat? They got militias in Oregon. Well, shoot your ass.
And Minnesota's coming off a win. This is now maybe you could make a case. Oregon has a look ahead spot against USC, but Minnesota's been pretty bad on the road all season. They haven't even covered. They lost to Ohio State 42-3. They lost to Iowa 41-3. Can we make any case for the Gophers here, Colby?
To win? No. I think the line's pretty big. It's supposed to be raining too. The Wisconsin played out there a couple weeks ago. The score was like 21-7, if memory serves me correct. I think you'll probably get something similar to that. So I'll take the 25.5. But no, Minnesota's offense is complete trash. Another thing is their star running back Darius Taylor is very good.
Yeah.
He's questionable. So, but I still think Oregon, after that type of win in the rain, I'll take a shot on Minnesota in the points. This is a stupid game though, of course. But classic Big Ten. You know what I mean? They ram it down our throat. On these Friday nights, they ram it down our throat.
It's been going since 1961. I see on the side.
Wow.
Yeah, that's true.
Great nugget.
The Rose Bowl there.
Yeah, come on.
Minnesota's the last team to win 3 straight national championships.
No, great nugget. Just nugget after nugget.
All right.
Now we're not going to take the money line though, right, Sean? That wouldn't be.
I'll sprinkle the money line, but yeah, give me Minnesota +25.
You don't think this
possible look ahead spot for Oregon with USC on deck?
I think it's a full on sandwich spot. They just went to Iowa, very difficult situation, very physical game. Yeah, why not parlay it with Clemson? Have some fun.
Hey, speaking of having fun, head over to mybookie.ag. Use that promo code SGPN and get you that sweet bet back bonus up to $500 when you use our promo code SGPN. Look at Pavia there, just cashing left and right.
Do you think the mainstream would believe us if we told them we had this created in August?
Yeah, I mean, Colby did a great job. I mean, we were on Pavia way before it was cool. I mean, he's the vinyl of
could have Mendoza.
Football.
If we had hit Mendoza and Pavia,
that would have really been sweet. But still, shout out to Pavia. Pissed all over us last week. Head over to mybookie.ag as a promo code SGPN. Score 100% bet back bonus up to $500. And we're also brought to you by Novig. Who needs Vig? Not me. Download Novig app today. Available in a bunch of states. And we use our promo code SGPN. You spend $5, you get $50. Since it's an exchange, you get great prices all over the map, all over this great country, available in a ton of states. So download the Novig app, use the promo code SGPN, and get to action there. They got picks, props, sides, total. They got it all. And Novig, baby, America's #1 sports prediction market. Promo code SGPN.
I was telling you, I gotta hop into Novig and start buying up, being some liquidity for the nose on some of these ridiculous coaching ideas for the Giants. Sean, it's ridiculous. All right, Navy, tough look last week.
What happened with the quarterback, Colby?
Yeah,
That wasn't on my radar.
No, I mean it was on no one's. Wasn't announced until right before the game, but.
These snakes,
fucking guys.
But that makes sense though. Like if I'm Navy, that Notre Dame game was irrelevant for them to make the playoff. So if you rest them for a week for this game, knowing you're taking on a ranked team here, you might as well just say fuck it on the Notre Dame game and let's get healthy. Because if we win this and we take care of the rest of the work, we will be hosting the AAC championship with a chance to go to the playoffs. This is a huge game for Navy.
Massive.
I mean, for both teams, really.
Well, now do we think? I mean, they're like a hockey team. They said an upper body injury, so we have no idea. I guess with Horvath, do you think he plays?
I'm assuming they sat him out. This is kind of like they did with Sam Levitt at Arizona State a couple of weeks back. I know he's out for the year now, but they sat him out for Utah so he would play Texas Tech, right? I think he's going to play, and that's why I'm going to take Navy. I think Navy's going to, and I think the money line's live here, guys.
Well, it's let me
also
minus 10.5. South Florida on the road minus 10.5. Early kick, so noon kick in Annapolis, 9 a.m. on the West Coast. Minus 385 for the road. South Florida Bulls. Navy plus 315. 64.5 is the total. South Florida. I mean, this would be a real statement win.
It's just tough to cover this kind of number against Navy in Annapolis. Well, I'm with Colby. I think he's on to that. Basically, Horvath is going to play. That they realize, hey, he's banged up. The game doesn't help them get into the playoff. Why waste him there? Same for South Florida. So you can, if you win this game outright, I mean, that's obviously huge for them. Byron Brown is a dog, and I do worry a little bit about Navy's defense being able to keep up, but this is Navy off an embarrassing loss as a huge dog at home. Good spot for me. Give me Navy.
I mean, this is such a huge game because if Navy was to get this, it basically will give them the inside track with potentially they'll probably be in the championship game if they win this game. Like, I mean, I guess the tiebreaker scenario could get a little weird in the AAC too, but there's a strong chance that they can make the championship game if they win this game.
Yeah, feels like, man, if this maybe was a night game or something a little bit more, you guys are getting cute. Give me South Florida. I mean, you see the way they just step on the throat of these teams. And I don't like, what about this Navy team makes you think they're not going to get their, I mean,
they won 28-7 against South Florida last year. And then the fact that
there's revenge as well. Great point.
How about their locations they've played in? Tampa, Gainesville, Miami, Tampa, Denton, Texas on October 10th. Then Boca Raton.
What's the temperature in Annapolis?
Right? High of 55.
Oh, okay. So it's nice.
Not if you're from Florida, that's bone chilling.
Chance of rain, 12-mile-an-hour winds. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll stick with my. I kind of thought to myself that we'd been agreeing a lot, and it might help to be different than you guys this week. I didn't expect it to be so different. Yeah, I'll lay it with South Florida. I like this team. Michigan, which maybe Colby, before we get to this game, what is going on with Big Ten private equity and Michigan and USC saying no?
Well, I'm an optimist by nature, believe it or not. But I'm hoping that this leads to them going independent. Like if all the schools went independent, and I don't understand why we talked about this. You see Notre Dame's revenue last year. Notre Dame made way more money than Ohio State last year in the playoffs. Right?
You don't think Paramount Plus, CBS, like YouTube, all these places would want to pay for the live rights?
So the Big Ten's trying to get private equity. USC and Michigan, we thought by them saying no that they wouldn't, that would be the end of it. But basically they want to carry on without it. And some of that is the presidents, I think, from the shittier schools saying because I think there's fear that in 2036, when the grant of rights for their conference is up, there is fear that Maryland or Minnesota or some of the other schools there are could be kicked out essentially, or could be left behind. So I think that is driving the bus a little bit there, but this to me is a crazy move to say to Michigan, hey, well, if you don't sign this, and to USC, if you don't sign this, like, they can be independent tomorrow and be fine. Both. I don't understand why they would. Why share your money with Northwestern? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like Notre Dame made, I forget the number, but it was like 45 million. I'm talking out of my ass a little bit here because it's been like 6 months since I read the article, but they made like 4 times more than like every other school in the playoffs. Why wouldn't you, if you're Michigan or USC, you're a brand already, you would get the TV ratings.
Yeah. No.
Do you know what the private equity is that's going to make the investment?
What like the private the company?
Like it's not it's not
from
directly
California, I thought.
Yeah, it's not directly like Middle Eastern. It's the University of California's pension fund. So like basically like that, like what? So the University of California, their pension is going to invest in the Big Ten Conference, and USC and Michigan are like, fuck off. I think you're right, Colby. And the first thing I thought when I read Ross's article was, gee, like this could be if I'm USC, that's exactly why I don't want to be a part of anything like this.
Well, the strangest thing is Ohio State's been quiet. To me, like Ohio State, Michigan, Oregon, USC.
Oh, they should all band. They should all
be like, what are we doing? Right.
If they all said we're going to go independent, what do they lose?
They'll create an alliance, Colby. It's a handshake deal. Don't we? Isn't that what we discussed? Like,
you think about the scheduling freedom too. Back to Colby's love of all the rivalries. You can schedule the good games. You can schedule the right. What if you don't? You don't need conferences.
If you're USC right now, you say, "Hey, Michigan, we'll schedule you every year for the next 30 years." Right? Yeah. And guess what? We can then focus on. We can still get Oregon and Washington on board, and then we don't have to travel to College Park, Maryland to play Maryland. Instead of doing that, let's play Cal, Stanford, or UNLV or San Diego State or something. It's a no-brainer. Like, why? Yeah. It's a little more work for your athletic department. But hey, once upon a time, all these schools were independent. You know what I mean? Like a majority of college football was independent at one point. Would love to see it come back to that.
I don't know if it had, especially for these programs.
They all have a production company basically, like built into their programs. Like it's like they already have the means to just plug into whatever company. I mean, we got a tour of the Texas A&M like command center, and that was as nice as like a television station. You know, like they're going to be able to hook up to Netflix or whatever. So yeah, I wonder. I mean, I think obviously there's not a lot of programs that can pull this off, but the Big Ten happens to have a big chunk of the programs that could. I'm
trying to play devil's advocate here on the other side of this. So this would be my assumption. Completely talking out of my ass right now, but would be that they are fearful this is coming regardless. Right? So they're saying in 2036, this train's coming regardless. So if we lock them into another grant of rights deal for 10 years with this, sign this thing with the private equity, all the schools get a shit ton of money,
100 million,
and the Big Ten can live on. This train, I don't know that like the Big Ten and the SEC are the strongest. You would think they're not going to fold, but I don't know in 10 years if they're looking at Notre Dame's revenue year after year making the playoffs. At some point, you would think some of these schools would say, "Let's try independent." So maybe that's the logic, is that let's trap ourselves in this so our conference can exist 20, 30 years down the road.
But like, why do teams care if there's a conference? Like, that's the part that if you're a big program, I understand why you want to be in a conference if you're not a perennial dominant program. But if you're one of these dominant programs or name brands,
I'm
why?
Saying from the Big Ten's perspective and the small schools perspective, I think the Big Ten is worried potentially that what's this going to look like 25 years?
Oh, you
down
think?
the road?
Oh, so you think the Big Ten's trying to lock the door of the bar and saying now you can't leave?
Yeah. Dude, if you, the story I heard was that's exactly what's going on. Some of the schools, but also they haven't even like talked to a lot of the people within the universities, on the boards and stuff. So like it kind of reads like that to me.
Yeah, this seems like the kind of thing that even if it happens, it's going to get challenged in court, and it's going to be some long drawn out.
That's another thing of all this is like everyone keeps talking about the break off of like 40 teams going, and I know you're talking about Ross Dellinger's article, but Dan Wetzel had one where he was talking about this is probably in the summer that you know how hard it would be to break 40 teams away because like tonight was Louisville, Kentucky in basketball. The state makes them play that game.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you going to do this with litigation going on in every fucking state at the same time? It's very challenging.
That's what college football is. It's turning into. So when the pandemic happened and I found the Netflix Formula One show, part of the intrigue is it's like everyone is constantly trying to cheat and backstab, and it's like a male soap opera or whatever. That's what college sports is. It's a bunch of fucking rich dudes from the South and the North kicking their boots up on the table and figuring out how they can grift the most money off the top. I think this is going to be the short-term greed decisions that so many of these places have made is going to come back to bite them in the ass. And I think the way that things get broken out might just be teams start going independent, Colby. What if they answer?
On board for that.
What
that
if
would be
it's
incredible.
What if the break off is 40 teams that feel like they can have their own media, deal with their own media rights, are just like fuck it, we don't need a conference.
I mean, that would be incredible. And when I first got into college football, Florida State was independent, Penn State was independent. I mean, that was it wasn't just Notre Dame. And don't forget UConn. They're out there. They won a natty in COVID. Right?
Shout out to UConn cashing my money line last week. Anyway, back to the games. Sean, we're talking about football again.
Thank God.
9 a.m. on the
Just
West
woke
Coast.
Up, got a beer.
Chicago, Illinois. We're talking Northwestern and Michigan. Michigan is what made me think of it because shout out to Michigan for standing up to the crooked Big Ten. Michigan -13, -470 on the money line. Northwestern +375. 41.5 is the total. I just would love to think it's like bowl games and conferences. Don't understand why we need them with major college football now. Colby, what are we doing in this game here?
I'm okay with some bowl games if you put the NIL in there so they have to play. I mean, we want to see more football, right?
Cash prize bowl games. Split up the money amongst the players who play. Now see who opts out.
Look,
winner take all.
I want a large playoff, but give me bowl games too. All right. All the teams that don't make the playoff play a bowl game. Let's go. I think more football. More football is good for the world.
I think the problem is like, I would prefer to get rid of the bowl games get in the way of the playoff being at its best.
It's just annoying the current form where we don't know who's playing and trying to pick the games and bet them. They have to make it just incentivized. Hey, there's $1 million in prizes. You 53 players split the $1 million if you win.
Sign the dotted line.
If you don't win, you don't get paid.
Well, again, so by having the bowl game people have to get paid.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't you just have like a boxing promoter style that come up and be like, here, boom, here's the money. I just don't understand why the bowls have to exist.
No, I'm on board. Like within the playoffs, bowls shouldn't exist. But to me, you're not going to put like take Troy or something that's bowl eligible that has not even sniffing the playoffs. Why not play another game? Why not play another game to see have a happy ending to your season?
Oh, I agree. I don't understand the opt out, but I agree with Sean. But the cash prize, it seems like a no brainer to get kids to play, and you got to play. If you play and you're on the winning roster, boom, you get a check.
Colby, doesn't Michigan just destroy Northwestern here?
It's a huge spot. It's at Wrigley Field. It's fucking fantastic. Look.
You should have noted that on the sheet.
Fantastic. You see it on the slide. It says it there.
Making me look like an asshole.
You did
barely read that Wrigley Field. I mean, now that you're pointing it out, it seems very obvious.
Just enjoy it. Just
This was
enjoy it.
at the Lake Front Stadium. Maybe you can talk me into Northwestern.
It's gonna be
but it's
all
Michigan yuppies.
Yeah, rich Michiganites, and they're just gonna put an ass whooping on Northwestern.
If you're asking me to build,
they're
the
gonna go
case,
through the car wash again here.
if you're asking me for building the case on Northwestern, it would strictly be that Michigan's offense still isn't like setting the world on fire. They're 103rd in pass offense. Now they can run the ball well, but Northwestern, I think if you can stop the run, they're not a terrible defense. They're, I think, a top 35 defense right now. So that might be able to keep them in the game. But Michigan needs this, man. Like, you win this, it pretty much gives you a path to the Ohio State game with a win, and you're in the playoffs. Lose, and you still might make the playoffs. So yeah, I'm gonna lay it too, though. I think Northwestern can stay relatively around this number, but I think Michigan at the end of the day, knowing how big this moment is for them, will get it done, and the crowd behind them too.
Kramer,
will it be lit in there?
No.
With Michigan fans, probably. I think they all
yeah,
live
but
in
it's
Chicago,
still
right?
still Wrigley Field. I don't know how lit it can get. I mean, Michigan will have the crowd, but I know Colby loves the idea of playing football in a baseball field.
No, but playing football in where football was played forever. So I mean, it's technically a football field. Plenty of NFL championships were held. I think like 20 NFL championships were held at Wrigley Field before you even had the Super Bowl.
Very confusing. I will also lay it with Michigan. Yeah. The baseball playing, I don't see why we need to do this.
Stop.
There's so many bad seats when you have football at a baseball stadium.
It's just not laid out right.
Stop it.
And you got these areas of temporary grass, or God forbid dirt.
Sitting behind a foul pole.
That's the best part is the dirt. That's why like the Dolphins were fucking cool. Back in the day, like in the 80s, like the 70s or 80s, you'd watch the Dolphins tape and you'd be like, what the fuck? You're like, Zonka's running through mud. That's what's cool about it, right? You're
Miami had a baseball team in the 70s.
They played at the Orange Bowl, and that which had
they
had baseball.
Yeah.
I do remember watching Dolphins games with dirt.
Yeah. The Marino game. There's a classic Marino Bledsoe game where Bledsoe throws for like 500 yards or something in like what it was one of his rookie years with Ben Coates and everything, and it's in like some thick fucking mud, man. It's great. It's great. That was at Joe Robbie though, so maybe you're right, Joe Robbie. Either way,
yeah,
they had baseball. Yeah,
there was dirt.
Who the fuck was the team then in the 80s though? It's a good point because the Marlins didn't come to the 90s.
Oh, the 49ers. Candlestick they always had.
Yeah, they had dirt.
No. But I'm saying like the Patriots Dolphins. I vividly remember, like thick mud in Dolphins games, and the Marlins weren't there yet. So why the fuck did they have baseball? They have maybe the Miami baseball team. Maybe I don't know. Like,
let's see. It was a multi. I mean. Yeah, stay tuned. Notre Dame. Yeah, I'll come back to that. My initial research found no useful information. Notre Dame laying 11.5 here. Another 9 a.m. kick here on the West Coast in Pittsburgh. Minus 435 on the money line for the Leprechauns. Pittsburgh plus 350. 55 is the total. You don't like this stadium, huh, Colby? Didn't make the cut.
I mean, it's one of the better NFL stadiums, though. I've been there.
I meant they're always having turf issues because the stupid college team plays there too. I mentioned earlier Marcus Freeman being mentioned amongst the list of ridiculous names for Giants head coach.
Oh, really?
Hopefully that's not a distraction here as they make a run for the playoff. Isn't this a classic Narduzzi spot, Colby?
What did you hear his press conference? Pretty hilarious answer.
I did not. What did he say?
Well, he basically said like a reporter asked him like, what do you think about if you lose this game, you can still win the ACC championship? It's not an ACC game. And he goes, yeah, he goes, it's a good point. Notre Dame could beat us 100-0. And I guess I don't really care. Right. Because as long as we win the next couple games after Notre Dame, we'll be in the ACC championship. And if we win that, we can make the playoffs. The internet went kind of crazy with that, or at least the college football people were saying this is what makes the 12
not a great sign.
But I think I think he's fucking with everybody.
Of course,
personally, because he just strikes me as a guy that's going to go. Oh, this is a guy. His dad was a coach. He played linebacker. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna fucking come to play.
This is a red flag when Colby gets romantic about football.
I will take the Pitt Panthers here as a home dog. Very good at stopping the run. Notre Dame coming off a massive win. Now you're laying a massive number on the road. This is letdown city. We've seen Notre Dame on the road against a team they should beat. Now, no, I don't think this is crazy to think Pittsburgh is going to hang around in this game. Kramer, what do you know?
Well, yeah, I said it's a classic Narduzzi spot. I'm a little worried that Colby got romantic about football when picking the Pitt Panthers here. That is a red flag. And shout out to Silver Bullet in the chat. Marlins played at Joe Robbie from 93 to 2011. So must have been the end of the career.
Colby had already stopped watching professional football.
he was already out.
Yeah.
I just recited that game just like that, buddy. All right. I knew the exact, I mean,
Colby, when did
Larry Zonka did not play in 93?
No, I was talking about Bledsoe to Coates. That was the Bledsoe to Coates game. There's some great photos from that game.
Colby, when did the NFL become bad for you? What year?
Well, no, there's.
I'm moving to the next slide.
There's 5 layers. We
Five
can,
layers.
there is.
Well, I will
is.
save this for the.
Okay.
By the way, there's been more and more. Shout out to everyone reaching out, asking when the first episode of More Questions Than Answers. I think we're at the point, Colby, where you should probably start working on some artwork for the show, just in case. Just in case Sean greenlights it. Of course, Sean would have to host a 3-hour show once a month.
No.
Arizona. Oh, we got some cats on the screen here. Arizona heads to Cincinnati, Ohio, where they're taking on some Bearcats. -6 for the home Cincinnati Bearcats. -210 on the money line. Arizona plus 180. 56.5 is the total. That Arizona Wildcat looks like it just did something very bad. I mean, is this leaving Epstein Island? This Arizona cat here? And then the other one's like, dude, I saw you leaving Epstein Island. I'm gonna fuck you up. Cincinnati at home, right?
They are at home. This is Nippert Stadium. Yes.
No, I'm saying we like them in this spot at home. Yes.
I do. I think we lay it here against Arizona. Arizona just got bowl eligible. Big win. That come from behind win against Kansas. And then Cincinnati, even though I think they're a little bit phony 7-2, I think that the next week is when they'll fall probably to BYU. So I think this is the game they get up, they get it. I think they win by double digits actually.
No, this seems like the perfect situation spot to take Cincinnati. Coming off a loss. They got destroyed at Rice Eccles. Now you're at home against an Arizona team, like Colby said, just became bowl eligible. They're at a big win. Arizona on the road. Cincinnati hasn't lost yet at home. Smash it for the Bearcats. Let's go.
Yeah, what's the weather in Cincy this weekend? Could that
chilly?
Yeah,
I mean they just
skyline
had the
chilly
games. Those were like 40 degrees or something. So yeah. 35.
I mean, it's actually warming up right now. It's 39 degrees there, but on Saturday it will be. It looks like in the low 50s, high 40s. So, Arizona could be a little weather situation here. All on Cincinnati. So we're back to all right. So not disagreeing too much. Next up, 12:30 p.m. on the West Coast. We're next slide, please. Colby really wanted to say it, but he was just holding back. UVA heads to Duke for a true Illuminati game. Oh, Colby, you used the you used the graphic that has the dong between the Cavalier. That must be the Wahoo when they say Wahoo, the drunk Patriot there or whatever. A drunk Wahoo. UVA and Duke both coming off unfortunate situations. Duke laying 5 -200 on the money line. Virginia plus 175. 59 is the total. That Duke Blue Devil is out of control. I mean that guy looks like he was at the same rave as Mac and that lady.
He's the DJ.
Yeah, let's. I still have it up here. Let's just compare real quick. I mean, there's
that's the devil on Mac's shoulder saying like, get her a drink, Mac, get her a drink.
You can see the similarity. I mean, I need to Photoshop
take
Mac
the moon
onto
rocks. Take the moon rocks. Right?
I mean, my God, Mac is gonna like lead so many other men who listen to the College Experience, maybe got married young, and are just witnessing a true. It's a true coming out of retirement moment and just
living
getting back in the. Well,
Mac.
imagine an athlete comes out of his prime or comes out of retirement and just starts playing
Jordan
like he's in his prime.
Jordan after his baseball suspension.
I was about to say it might be Jordan on the White Sox, right?
Yeah.
He's one of those guys who will get
the 2-year suspension was wild. Imagine if that happened today. I mean, they let a guy play who was gambling. Yeah, they knew was gambling. Crazy. All right, Colby, what are we doing here? This is a tough game. I'm
both teams coming off losses.
Horrible losses.
Yeah,
I'm tempted to say that Duke is the side here because I watched a lot of that game, having the money line action, and I thought it was a pretty high level game. I thought both teams played well. I thought UConn just played better, and yeah, Duke. That
place was lit in Connecticut.
It was lit, and shout out to the former guest of the program, Jim Mora Jr. He definitely has the program, but they're playing defense. Like Duke walked down the field to start the game, and then I was like, oh, that's trouble. And then they figured it out. So yeah, I'm tempted to say Duke here. UVA kind of fugazi, right?
I think this is the biggest high stakes game as far as like this that we have this entire weekend. As far as like, I think the loser's pretty much done. I mean, sure, they could get back in the picture if everyone else loses, I guess. But
Virginia's going to lose to Virginia Tech, so they have another loss coming too.
Chandler Morris, that's part of why Virginia lost last week. Is Chandler Morris only played like 5 or 6 snaps. He got injured. Their starting quarterback, their 7th year starting quarterback, and there's a big drop off. So their backup, who they thought was going to be their backup this season, transferred to UNLV. So Tony Elliott was not really prepared, I think, to go get another quarterback. So they thought they were going to have both of them. So he's questionable for this game with a concussion from a week ago. That's kind of huge news, but because I tend to think he's got to play, right? I mean, you can make the college football playoffs. You have Virginia to make the college football playoffs.
I would tell you that it's very rare for a quarterback to come back a week in the regular season from the concussion protocol.
It's crazy. Now you're just playing quarterback. You don't even get touched these days.
It is a big game. So maybe they have, just like in the NFL, they accelerate the concussion protocol based on how important the game is. But yeah, I mean, that feels like it. Also, it's UVA. They're all fucking, higher than thou. So they're going to follow.
I actually like the points because these games have been close, man. These games, both offenses.
I'm going UVA.
No.
They've had a horseshoe up their ass. That horseshoe stays up there.
Oh, that horseshoe got yanked out last week.
Yeah, but then it's coming right back in against Duke. Duke will win by 3. Give me UVA.
I'll take UVA as well. That's, like I said, 5.5 is a big number in this game.
Give me Duke. I don't think a institution of higher learning like the University of Virginia would rush someone back with a very serious injury like a concussion. Very serious injury, concussions. You have to take them seriously.
Are you talking about?
It's a very serious injury. You have to take it seriously.
Are you talking about Jackson Dart here, Ryan?
I'm just talking about concussions in general. Well, very serious.
They got rid of Dable because he kept getting
very serious
because he kept. They got rid of
Dable because he his 4th time this season he lost when winning by like 2+ scores in the 4th quarter. That's probably more
bad game management.
If anything, Jackson Dart did not have a ton of carries in this game, and even was sliding. So, there's conspiracy theories everywhere. Iowa heads to beautiful Los Angeles, California. We're getting some rain, I think, this weekend, Sean. So there might be some rain in this game. USC laying 6.5 -250 on the money line. Iowa plus 215. 49.5 is the total. I know the spread is begging. Is telling me that I shouldn't take USC. But this just feels like a very obvious spot. Iowa coming off a pretty devastating loss in a good spot. Now they're in, I would say, not a bad spot, but a less good spot, and playing a USC team that's gonna beat them with speed, which is generally how Iowa gets beat. So, Colby, disagree?
Yeah, I do, especially if it's raining.
That's true.
I think
that's true. Let me check that.
Yeah.
Plus, Iowa fans will travel.
Are they?
I see.
Yeah,
What,
I think they'll
80%
come
chance
down.
of rain. 80% chance of rain. No, I mean, I think Iowa's a pretty fucking good football team, man. I really think they'd be a dangerous team in the playoffs to play because they're pretty balanced. I mean, their offense is way better than they've been, and their defense, although I was surprised Oregon was able to run as successfully as they could against them. I'm sure they're going to get after that in practice. I think I won the points, man. This is one I think, especially if it's raining, because they're USC's air raid team. I think that benefits Iowa. Give me the points in the Hawkeyes.
Fair.
DK has this at 7. Circa has it at 6.5, which to me means Circa wants some USC action, and maybe Iowa is the side. So I'm with Colby. Give me Iowa plus the points. Kramer, what are you doing?
Give me SC.
There you go.
This is a huge game too, because like if Iowa was to win this game, then they would have Michigan State and Nebraska. So they'd
win.
Right. So then they'd be 9-3. Now I know the playoff probably wouldn't put them in because the name brand compared to some of the other ones, but if they had a direct win over USC, who would be 9-3 potentially.
Kind of an elimination game then.
It is. It's having a bigger playoff is kind of interesting.
See
right?
what the playoff does.
You get more interesting games as the season goes along.
I love how
Crazy.
one of the arguments is you're going to make the regular season count for less.
Yeah.
I mean, how stupid can you be? Oklahoma, Alabama, 12:30 p.m. on the West Coast, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Bama laying 6, -225 on the money line, +195 for Oklahoma. 46.5 is the total. We didn't agree last week on the Bama game. We didn't. Okay, yeah. So you guys learned your lesson, fading Alabama.
Fucking half a point. they didn't look good, man. They didn't like. Did you come away thinking?
No. I agree. I think that in general, I felt like it was a good weekend for the Big Ten in terms of who has the better teams.
At the top, not the middle.
Well, yeah. I'm not. I don't generally start by talking about the middle. So I was, I guess I was just saying like it felt like a good weekend for the like SEC or the Big Ten versus SEC crowd. That's all. And yeah, I agree with you. I don't think. I mean, again, this Alabama situation. The guy turns a beautiful office filled with mahogany into a fucking T-Mobile store. You can't trust him ever. He did cover last week, and I did trust him, but that's another story. So what are you doing here, Colby? You can't take Oklahoma, right?
I am going to take Oklahoma.
Oh no, no.
Well, Oklahoma has maybe the best defensive line in the country, and I think that can cause issues with Ty Simpson. And Alabama has I'm worried about that future because they're 120th in the nation in being able to run the ball. And then the rush defense has gotten better, but it's still not good. It's like average. They have an average rush defense right now by definition. So now the good thing is Oklahoma can't run the ball, so it ain't going to show up here. But I do think Oklahoma is going to be. I mean, they're a very good pass defense, and they get after the quarterback. So I think there's a formula here to really fuck. Alabama's a finesse team. That's really they are. Like under DeBoer, they're kind of a finesse team. And that's why Florida State ran for like 250 yards against them and punched them in the face.
Well, you're not worried about Mateer. I feel like he hasn't really been the same post hand injury.
No, the Oklahoma offense is the big question mark. And I mean, but I think the Oklahoma defense can really make some, pose some problems for Alabama there. I think they stay within this number. I mean, Bama at home is pretty fire. So, I mean, they probably get the win, but I'm taking a shot on them.
This is a 3:30 local time kick.
I'll take Oklahoma because coming off the bye, I think is the other. You have 2 weeks to prepare for Alabama, another week for Mateer to get the hand right. I think is enough to make the difference here. So yeah, give me Oklahoma
also
plus
can't
6.
afford that loss. You know, I mean, they still have Missouri and LSU after this. So like Oklahoma's in a much more desperate spot. Like you win this, you could start to see a picture and a path to the playoffs. But right now, I think you're thinking that we're probably not getting in. I mean, besides the tiebreaker on Michigan, if Michigan ends up right next to you, you know.
Yeah, I just have a mental block on backing this coach and this team, especially on the road. In a you didn't say it was going to be lit, but it will be lit.
Oh yeah, it will be.
Give me the T-Mobile office operator. Lay it. NC State heads down to beautiful South Beach to take on Miami, although the stadium's it's like a little further away than that. So if you're going to do the beach and the stadium in the same day, you got a little bit of a drive there. 12:30 p.m. on the West Coast, -15 for the home Miami Hurricanes, -650 on the money line. NC State +490, 56 is the total. These two mascots certainly look like they already fought. Great sweater for NC State. Colby, if you remember last week, I think it was, you backed the Pussy Pack, or was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, when they
that was basketball. It was basketball. It was basketball.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, are you sinning again?
What? No, I am, because if you guys watch Miami and Syracuse, so Syracuse, you can make an argument, is the worst Power 5 team. Right?
Yeah, what happened there?
Yeah, they were
quick.
building something last year.
That was quick.
Well, their starting quarterback got knocked out for the year after week 2, right? And they didn't really have anybody in place behind them. They were throwing a lacrosse player back there for a little bit. But if you watch this game last week between Miami and Syracuse, at the 3-minute mark, right before half, this thing was 0-0. Miami scores on a trick play, and then Syracuse's quarterback Ricky Collins throws one of the worst passes you'll ever see for a pick 6. So it's 14-0 at halftime. But man, I feel like that shit was 0-0. Like they basically, shout out to Miami for actually waking up and getting that, but I would not describe that performance as impressive. It makes me wonder. NC State's had 2 weeks to prep for this game. I think NC State is. I don't even understand the line. Like,
yeah, I mean, I guess coming off that big Georgia Tech win, you would be a little concerned, but I don't know. Does the bye help them not? My problem in taking NC State is that they beat Georgia Tech and now they have 2 weeks of eating fish sandwiches, drinking lemonade with their fat little girlfriends, and they're going to be super soft against a Miami team that's super desperate. That's my concern.
They just look bad though. Miami ever since.
I'm not
bad.
I'm not taking Miami because I can't, especially laying 15. Like this team is just, they're not who we thought they were early on in the season, where they showed some real flashes there. The offensive line was pushing people around. Carson Beck was still in the Heisman race. That team's not here anymore. So
yeah, who saw that coming? Huh?
NC State.
I mean, against Syracuse, they had 22 first downs. Syracuse had 20. Right? Like they were 3 for 9 on 3rd and 4th down. Like what? You're supposed to beat that Syracuse team by more than that, especially coming off of a loss to SMU, where like your playoff chances are on the line. Like you're still a way you can finagle away to the playoffs if you win out. To give that type of performance, I got to take the Pussy Pack here, man. I think they can cause some problems for them with some of the players, the skill position players they have. And if Miami's offense, that's another thing, is like, we thought they had this awesome offensive line. As the season's prolonged, their run game's been trash. So yeah, NC State's pass defense isn't great. So maybe that's all Miami needs, but I'll take my chances. 2 weeks to prep. Give me the Pussy Pack plus the points.
Kramer.
Yeah, they're also one of the teams that's being like, people are belly aching about with the latest rankings. So, the college football Illuminati will make a couple calls, a quick loss to NC State. Now we don't have a problem anymore. Drop them right down in the rankings.
And NC State's playing for a bowl too. They're at 5 wins right now. So to make a bowl,
do teams care about that?
I mean, I think potentially. I mean, a lot of coaches have incentives.
You're right. Coaches do, but do our player, like, the cash prize
that NC
idea
State
that Sean,
team's been through a lot, though, man. The defensive coordinator. I'm serious. That defensive coordinator lost
he's
his
getting
daughter.
romantic about football again.
His like 5-year-old daughter or something died of cancer. He left the team for a little bit. They've been through a lot, so I could see them saying, "Hey, let's get up for coach."
I see what you're doing. NC State. And
now you can't take Miami.
Now it sounds like
good luck taking Miami.
I'm
now
never going to take Miami.
Yeah.
Miami and UVA, two high institutions of higher learning that I will never back. Memphis, East Carolina in beautiful Greenville, North Carolina, 1 p.m. on the West Coast, -3 for the home Pirates, -140 on the money line. Memphis +120, 59 is the total. So Memphis, Colby.
Football. I am an East Carolina fan.
All right. Well, we know who you're rooting for, Colby, but are you backing your Pirates?
Memphis had the Dream Crusher, Sean.
Did they?
Yeah, right?
Well, I mean, they're playoff chances, but they might get up for this East Carolina game. I don't know if I can take East Carolina as a favorite, Colby, if I'm being honest.
Oh, wow.
This is a huge game because ECU. So ECU's tied for first place basically in the AAC. So if they can win this game, the rest of the schedule seems more manageable here. But also ECU's won 8 of the last 10 against Memphis. We've kind of been their kryptonite, and it's a Saturday game. ECU's played so many Thursday games. I fully expect the crowd to be much better on a Saturday than a Thursday. So as in drunker. Yeah, I mean Memphis. They're gonna get fucked up here. Let's go ECU to the playoffs. Let's go.
Because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time. Or you don't coach at East Carolina. You don't come to East Carolina. You don't play at East Carolina with a weak heart. Write it.
We're playing good ball right now, man. Even though we got that cha bullshit, our defense playing good ball. Let's go. We're getting this thing.
Yeah, I'm with you. This is an obvious spot to me. This is lock potential.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me Memphis. Anytime Colby starts believing, that's when you got to fade.
Oh, what do you mean? He played the music and everything.
I know. I'm telling you. You back ECU when Colby takes the other team, and you fade them when he locks them up.
We got to make
It's a very simple formula.
A Colby college football bingo card.
Yes.
It's like gets romantic about football, talks about a relationship with a coach. Could be a fun little game.
Scotty Parlay checking in. I am an East Carolina fan. That is actually Colby.
I am an East Carolina fan.
I know you don't recognize. That's before Colby hit puberty and his voice changed. It's one of I think one of the first times we had Colby on our podcast talking college football. First time
I pulled it because he was introing himself.
Yeah,
he was explaining who he was, and that was it.
You guys, I think asked me, right? You said who's your team?
It was like, hey, Colby, like give the audience
the mic quality back then. It was a little different.
No. Give the audience
sit down.
Our mics have gotten very good, except the travel mics that sometimes make you sound drunk when you're calling in the show. A lot of the listeners thought I was inebriated, Ryan. There's a lot of comments. Sean's hammered. I wish I could do my drunk.
I mean, in fairness, that wouldn't make a top 25 list of drunkest sports gambling podcast shows.
No. Well, someone did say you can do your job drunk, unlike Mac. So Mac was catching some strays, right?
Well, I did go back and watch the game tape. I think, I don't think the show was altered really in any way by you being drunk.
Yeah. Well, because I wasn't drunk. Because the mic made it sound like I was drunk.
Well, yeah, of course, but you were, like I said, you weren't drunk relative to other times. You've never really been so drunk that the show was impacted, but that you weren't that drunk. So I was a little shocked to see all the comments.
Well, a lot of people, well, you have a lot of new listeners.
But
Mac, they probably don't know the time or don't remember.
They're probably shocked that our bosses let us do the show drunk.
I'm trying to think of the drunkest I've been on a show.
People should send
we
in.
had a couple in Vegas that I thought.
Oh my
March
God.
Madness
Okay,
or
yeah.
NFL
We
week
did
one or
a
whatever,
week
like-
The March Madness from like 2.
We did a week
at
of
the
shows
Win,
where we were. Well, no,
just like,
if you remember, we were going on at like, because we were going on after Cam and Mace, and so
Yeah.
it was like we were going on at like 10 p.m.
it was all
and
day
we had been
drinking,
watching games since 9 a.m.
Yeah,
we were out there for like 7 days. That
was
Vegas
true. That
Boys
was like-
happened on like Wednesday.
That was like
This
day
is- yeah.
3.
Yeah.
It was like day 3 of Vegas.
Yeah, that's
and-
right. We go out Monday because we had
Yeah.
the studio all
And
week.
I was drinking watching the 9 a.m. games.
No, that
Yeah.
wasn't the third day though. That was like day 5 because we
Yeah.
came out
No,
there
no,
on
that's what
Monday. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he said the day 2 of the game.
Oh yeah, no.
But it was like on that
Always.
Friday night show, 9 p.m. after being in Vegas since Monday afternoon.
That was a train wreck.
Florida heading down to Oxford, Mississippi, taking Ole Miss minus 15.5 for Ole Miss, minus 620 on the money line. Florida plus 470, 53.5 is the total. Under the lights, it's 4 p.m. out here on the West Coast. Colby, Lane Kiffin to the Giants? Question mark.
I love how you were saying Gruden to the Giants too, and you also told me Gruden to Virginia Tech. So you're just
I like that too.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ryan's got 2 shots at Gruden.
I got 2. Yeah, like this. This is real. I mean, just having the 2 open coaching searches at the same time and having this lingering James Franklin deal already done with Virginia Tech, but nothing's being announced.
so Florida had a similar spot last season when their year was kind of done, and they knocked off Ole Miss and ruined their playoff chances. I'm hoping for that here, not because I have anything against Ole Miss, but I want the final week of the season, the Egg Bowl, to be all or nothing. You know what I mean? Like if Ole Miss wins, they're in the playoffs. If Mississippi, it's in Starkville, and if Mississippi State wins, they completely, fuck over their best team ever. And then the same situation with Virginia Tech. I kind of want Virginia to beat Duke so that Virginia Tech can ruin their chance at the playoffs. But
well, of course.
I'm going to take the points though, Duke, because who knows with Florida? Mark Stoops always fucks them up. I feel like, or more often than you think. It's a big number, and remember, like Ole Miss barely beat Arkansas. They barely beat Washington State. Give me these Gators to show up and cover the number. Sprinkle a little bit on the money line.
Really?
They might lose by 40 also because they quit.
Yeah,
this feels
It's hard
like
to tell. Like
it's hard. It's hard to tell.
look, these teams quit.
Yeah,
You
I
saw
don't know.
Florida State go 2-10 last year. Florida State's roster was way better than 2-10.
No. Well, I'm looking at this Florida team.
That was
after
excellent.
they fired Napier. Have we seen a pulse from this Florida team?
Against Georgia, they could have won that game. There's a questionable call in that game.
They got
you know
up.
what I mean? So
And then they got their ass beat
I guess
by
that
Kentucky.
that was it. They got up for the
And they'll get
cocktail
up for
party.
Tennessee next week.
Yeah, this is a fade spot. Give me Ole Miss. They're gonna roll.
Well
Kramer?
done, Sean. I agree. Yeah, it just seems like, I mean, the way that a great logo also for the Gators here, Colby. But yeah, the way they no showed last week. I'm gonna lay it with my guy Lane Kiffin, Ole Miss.
I
Hey,
was
let's
on
put
Kentucky money line.
Hey, let's put together a little Underdog entry. Head over to Underdog Fantasy. Use our promo code SGPN. Get in the pick'ems. Yes, of course, they also have it for the National Football League, NBA, and of course NFL. But we're talking college football. They have college football pick'em. Play $5, get $100 in bonus funds. You can play along. You can tail us. You can fade us. Whatever you want to do. Get in on the action over at Underdog. You can win up to 5,000 extra entry, which is quite the feat. The Underdog streaks are really fun too. I know our buddy Eric, he's always playing along on those. He's run up some pretty long streaks. But let's try and get our own little heater going here. Colby, what do you like in college football pick'em this week?
You know, my original thing I was going to get, but I didn't realize that it was calling for pouring rain. But I still think you're probably going to be okay here. Is Dante Moore higher than 201.5 passing yards against Minnesota? But I was thinking about potentially pivoting. While
All right, let's
talking
put.
there.
It is
But-
raining.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a lot of rain there. So how about we go to the Bama Oklahoma game, right? Let's go there and let's take let's go with Jeremy Bernard, their wideout. Or no, let's go. You know what? Let's go Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson.
I already had Ty Simpson pulled up.
I'm gonna go.
What
lower.
are we doing with Ty?
I'm gonna go lower, 270.5 passing yards.
It's a lot.
And then and then the other side of that, let's go to that Cincinnati Arizona game. Brandon Sorsby's got 8 rushing touchdowns on the season. He's got wheels. I'm gonna say higher than a half rushing or receiving touchdown.
Okay. No promos for me, Sean. That makes me sad.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I think I got to reset my location.
It's
traveling.
So $100 will pay 264. The touchdown was a little mild on the slice, but 100 to win 264. Sean,
and of course use a promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. The Rhythm is gonna bet you picks, props, sides, totals. Rhythm has it all. Great opportunity to start building your own models. Always love checking in on my model, see what my model likes, see what I like, and that's where you get a winning formula. Of course, use our promo code SGPN25. You get 25% off Rhythm, and of course, you can track your own picks and plays right in the Rhythm app for a chance to win $1,000 each week. Let's see what some of Rhythm's. Give you a Rhythm their favorite play. Top 5 predictions. It's very easy to use. Click around here. All right, one of their top 5 predictions, a game we're going to be talking about coming up next. They like the under 60.5 in Utah at Baylor. That's under 60.5. And my model projects, let's see, my model has it at 58.7. So my model also likes it. Their model likes it under 61.5. And of course, use our promo code SGPN25 for 25% off Rhythm. Kramer?
Yes. All right, we are back talking more college football. Utah, Baylor. We're in Waco, Texas. It's 4 p.m. on the West Coast. Utah's laying 8.5 on the road, -300 on the money line. Baylor +250. 61's the total. This feels like a dangerous game for my Utes, Colby,
who are very much alive to play in the Big 12 championship, because now that BYU's got a loss, they're tied with Cincinnati for second place, and they play each other next week too. So someone's probably gonna have a second loss, and then Utah has the tiebreaker on Cincinnati, so they need to root for Cincinnati, but they're still very much alive there in the Big 12. All those 2-loss teams, Houston.
How
Utah.
many teams get into the playoff from the Big 12?
I could. It really depends on what happened. I could see a scenario with 2. I could see a scenario with 2, but no more than that. But they need everything to go right for 2, though.
Yeah,
they need probably still 1. I would say if you had to bet.
If you had to bet,
is that available? And is that out there right there that you can bet how many Big 12 teams make the playoffs right now?
Oh, I don't know. It's just kind of curious because it does seem like they have potentially a second team this year if things fall right. And Sean was about to bring up the fact that we have a Texas Tech future with the man in the box.
Let's
go. So pray for us.
Both thoughts and prayers.
What are we doing here? You've been doing a lot of praying lately.
Prayers up for Jackson Dart.
Here we go again.
Recovering from a brain injury, which is pretty serious.
Dark arts. Colby, what are we doing in this game?
I wish them the best.
I'm gonna take the points.
Thoughts and prayers.
Like you're going into Waco, and to go all the way there. Baylor's offense, I mean, they're all over the place this year. Their defense is terrible, but that offense could put up numbers. I know Utah's defense is pretty good, but Utah's been so banged up at the quarterback spot recently. We'll see how that goes when you hit the road.
Cam Rising just upgraded to probable.
Yeah, I think he's going to play this week.
and Baylor, I mean, I guess theoretically, they're not eliminated from the Big 12 championship because a 3-loss team could still easily end up there because all these teams play each other, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say there. Yeah. I mean, it's unlikely, but I don't think they've been eliminated.
Yeah, I'll take Baylor. Utah's not quite the same team. away on the road. Baylor has enough to play for that they're going to be motivated here as a big dog. Utah's probably safe to win the game, but 8.5's a lot in Waco. Kramer.
I mean, I would maybe push back a little bit that they're not good on the road. They haven't played a ton of road games this year, but they lost to their rival BYU in a close game, and they fucked up Wyoming and they fucked up West Virginia.
Oh my God. They Wyoming.
I think
Wyoming, they backdoored that on the last second.
Yeah.
We're just going to focus on the final score. They fucked them up. 25 point game.
I want to address that. They also won at the Rose Bowl in front of 6 people, but UCLA's offense was trash then. West Virginia's offense was trash then. Wyoming's offense still is trash. So, you're playing like. Have you guys seen Baylor? Baylor can fucking put up yards, man. They're what are they putting up? The top 20 offense in the nation yards wise. 4th best passing attack in the country. That's what I mean. Is like they haven't faced anybody like even BYU with Bachmeier. He's a freshman. They can't throw like this. They haven't faced anybody with this type of firepower on the road at all, offensively.
My model loves the Utah Utes here, Sean. Lay the points on the road.
Utes got to be kidding me.
4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. We're heading to Athens, Georgia, where Texas comes to town. Great Jersey matchup here, Colby. Georgia laying 6, -210 on the money line. Texas +180. 49 is the total. Colby, who's starting at quarterback for Texas this week?
That would be Archibald Manning.
The tough spot. Will it be lit? I think the lights will be on. It's going to be nighttime. How we feeling?
And this has been their kryptonite, right? I mean, since joining the SEC, they're
going to hard spots. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, just Georgia. Kirby Smart went into Austin and fucked them up last year, and then they beat them again with their backup quarterback in the SEC championship. So, but I'll take the points. I think this is like a 3 or 4 point game.
Yeah, I'm with you, Colby. I keep picking against Texas. They keep figuring it out. This Arch is playing a little bit better. Certainly not living up to the insane hype that they had preseason, but certainly playing good enough to keep them in this game. And the Texas defense has really been playing pretty well. And Georgia, I don't know, like that Georgia defense isn't as good as previous years. They're just kind of like fine. So I think Texas has a little bit of momentum here. They're in the mix to get in the playoffs. I catching +6, I think is a good number for them.
No, I'm with D Bettis in the chat.
No. D Bettis loves a good favorite, right?
Georgia is a lock. Yeah, me and D Bettis are aligned more often than he would like, I think. I'm really shocked right now we're somehow cramming additional games in here. We're talking Kennesaw State, Jacksonville State. Surely Colby will explain himself here, but 5 p.m. on the West Coast. Kennesaw State -3, -155 on the money line. Jacksonville State +135. 54 is the total. Why are we taking a break from talking about major college football to talk about this matchup?
I mean, these are 2 undefeated teams in the CUSA. First place at stake. Kennesaw State 5-0 in conference. Jacksonville State 5-0. Both with new head coaches, Charles Kelly at Jacksonville State and then Jerry Mack at Kennesaw State. Both done really fucking well. That's why it's an awesome game. And the winner will probably be hosting the CUSA championship. I would say almost like about 95% sure they would be hosting that. So that makes it compelling in my world. I know you're busy worried about Jackson Dart's girlfriend or some shit, but
Cam Scadaboo, you mean?
Yeah. Kennesaw State's that
was a good line.
3.5. Look, I'm going home team here, man. This crowd's gonna be ready for this one.
On.
Yeah,
Cox at home, little 3, come on. Jacksonville
on a neutral, I'd probably take Kennesaw, but the home environment here, give me Jack State, man. They're building something here. Let's go. Rich Rod had them win the conference a year ago. He leaves and they're still undefeated. Boom, getting it done.
No, how good is Rich Rod? That's the
it's
question.
been a nice run here for Jacksonville State. I'm with you, Colby. Got to go home dog here. Kramer.
Do you want to hear the bet splits?
Sure.
Well, somehow Jacksonville State only catching 40% of the tickets, but 71% of the handle. This is the official pros versus Joe's game. I'll join you guys on the pros side with Jacksonville State. Home dog spreads. It does feel a little trappy. TCU heading to Provo, take on BYU. I still remember walking into a hotel in Provo, was there for some youth sports, and seeing just a autographed Taysom Hill jersey on the wall. No other jerseys on the wall, just that one.
It's a legend.
7:15 p.m. on the West Coast, a little late night football. BYU laying 4.5 minus 180 on the money line. TCU plus 155. 52.5 is the total.
Got to take BYU here. They got soaked last week. We were all over it, but yeah, ugly loss. Now you're back at home and elevation. It's going to get a little chilly. Those Horned Frogs got thin blood. I think BYU rolls here. Colby, am I right?
I think I'll take the points. BYU probably wins the game, but I feel like this is a close game. This is a close game, and I think TCU can hang with them a little bit, but because BYU's they're not. If you watch them all year, like the Colorado game, a lot of these games, the Arizona game, they're bad. They play tight football games. Their offense isn't explosive. That was back to my point prior. Their defense is great, so I'll take the points with TCU.
TCU not that good though. Are we worried about that?
I mean, they still have the 11th best passing attack in the
nation. Give me BYU.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with Sean. It's going to be chilly.
BYU
and there's elevation.
Beat Utah at home. Now they only won by 3. They beat West Virginia by 14 at home. They beat Stanford by 24. Portland State, they keep a good program. They beat them 69-0. I think they're just a different animal at home.
We're going to get some negative reviews with that Portland State comment.
Why? They don't keep a good program, Ryan?
I don't think Colby would say that, unless he was just trying to defend college football.
Why are you playing a football game if you're going to win by 70 points?
Tune up.
I guess.
Tune up. Same reason boxers.
I think the time before they played Portland State actually gave them a game, so that's probably why.
Kramer.
Yeah,
Colby has a hard time remembering if it was a dream or a reality. Colby just dreams of close games between FCS and FBS. Last up, Boise, and wow, that is a loud San Diego State mascot / logo. Boise State, San Diego State, 7:30 p.m. on the West Coast and down in beautiful San Diego, California. The Aztecs laying 3 minus 145 on the money line. Boise State plus 125. 41.5 is the total.
Colby, you were dead right last week when I wanted to take San Diego State at Hawaii. You highlighted it was a letdown spot with Boise State coming up. I didn't think they would let down. They got destroyed in Hawaii, which is bad, but this creates the awesome opportunity for San Diego State. Ryan, if we had Close Your Eyes special in college football, this would certainly qualify. Awesome spot for San Diego State. Yes. Madsen's out for Boise State. Both teams are coming off a loss, but San Diego State at home now with everything that's on the line against Boise State with that defense. They have to smash them here. I love San Diego State. Colby, am I crazy?
I think you are. I think Boise. The winner's getting home field, right?
Yeah.
This is Boise's conference. This is their final year in the Mountain West. This is their conference. No one knew Maddox Madsen's name. He outshined a 5-star transfer, Malachi Nelson from USC. Transferred in. So I believe like the next guy up's. I mean, I know he struggled the one game he came in, but now you got him some time to prep. I think he'll be fine. San Diego State's defense has been great, but I also think they've played some trash ass offenses, and I think that's cooking the books a little bit there. I think Boise State gets it done, and they're hosting the Mountain West Championship in the Smurf turf, which means they're probably going to win the Mountain West.
I'm sticking with San Diego State. Kramer, what are you doing?
Well, they used to be our gals, but I guess Colby's off that wagon. I'm laying the points with San Diego State. That's the only reason it wouldn't be a close your eyes special, Sean. I think now bye week nice, but I mean Boise coming off a bad that game was bad.
But they still have everything. Look, we knew after week 1 they couldn't go to the playoffs. So now what's your season goal for your team? Hey, let's win another Mountain West Conference championship because that's what we do every fucking year, right? And now you still have that within your grasp. Win this game. You lock up home field.
I can confirm that Justin Decker has transferred 100% of his emotional investment in the UCLA Bruins this year into his 1B team, San Diego State. So if that's if you want to factor that into your handicap, but yeah, I'm laying it, Sean. I feel pretty strongly.
SDSU laying the 3. Time for our lock, dog, and tease brought to you by mybookie.ag. Promo code SGPN. Colby, kick things off. What do you like? Lock, dog, lock, bonus lock, and tease.
Let's lock up Navy plus 10.5.
Whoa.
Okay. Let's lock up Cincinnati -6.
Oh, that was good.
That's a fabulous
I'm stealing
pick.
this lock as well.
Fabulous pick.
Let's lock up Boise State plus 3.
Wow.
The dog.
Can't like them all, Sean.
What can I give my clients the most value here?
Yes, tell me.
Shit, it's probably Navy. Yeah, give me Navy money line. Let's go. Double dip.
Picking those weekday games was good for us.
Navy money line.
Navy's on the Saturday. Plus 315 on the money line. And what do you got tease wise?
Tease wise, let's go. Let's I'm gonna go back to Navy plus 16.5, right?
Colby likes Navy.
This is trouble.
Colby, you need to get the in the Navy sound drop. In the Navy, you can sail the 7 seas.
Well, I mean, dude, they minimize your possessions. The
Navy.
The Navy.
Well, Colby's trying to get
everything away.
He's one of those guys who will get
minimize your
penetration.
possessions.
Oh, I mean, Mac. Yeah. Texas plus 12. And then let's go to Baylor plus 14.5.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Like a fine wine.
For me, first lock is Cincinnati -6. That jumped out at me. That was one of the plays I felt the best about on this card. Next up, I'm going to take Michigan, lane 13 on the neutral there in Wrigley. Northwestern sucks. Michigan's just going to fuck them up. My next lock, Ole Miss is pretty interesting. NC State, yeah. Who is this Miami team to lay 15 points against anyone? Give me NC State.
I thought about that as my money line. I was like, it's just I feel dirty taking the pussy pack, so I gave it to you.
Money line, I will go Pitt on the money line plus 350. Narduzzi at home as a home dog. Shit's gonna get wild. For my tees, Ole Miss down to 9.5. Next tease, Ryan's already getting excited. I'm not gonna tease Minnesota up to 31. Don't do that. UVA up to 11, and then I'll go Iowa 12.5. They're a pretty solid program. Kramer.
Sorry, just confirming something. I needed to jot something down. This Colby fucked up for me. All right, here we go. Lock number 1. I don't know why you didn't put it on the sheet. I'm going off the board. Texas A&M.
Wow.
Minus 19.5 against South Carolina. If you're wondering, did I not say I'm riding this goddamn wagon until the wheels fall off? Hopefully this isn't the week the wheels fall off. Lock number 2. Lock number 2. Situational spot. Very easy. Give me East Carolina laying the points against Memphis after their dream crusher. Lock number 3. I'm with you guys on Cincinnati. I think this is a letdown spot for Arizona. Big road trip. So dog. Turns out I did not take a lot of dogs, and I do like Sean's pit angle. I think I'm.
You have 1, 2, 3.
Give me Clemson plus 125 on Thursday night.
Does that even count?
Well, yeah, it does. I'll join you guys in some parlays.
He's got his thumb up that dog's ass.
Squirrel. That's a squirrel, buddy. That's not a dog.
I will also.
That dog ain't got no teeth.
Yeah, it's a dog. All right, everyone, calm the fuck down. Tease Utah minus 2.5. Bama pick'em.
Sorry, Utah down to 2.5.
Bama pick'em.
Alabama pick.
Michigan minus 7.
Okay, for parlay, I think we do a Pitt, Navy, NC State round robin.
Not in on Navy.
Okay,
but you guys can do it.
I will give that out. Colby, are you on it?
Let's go.
Little round robin.
I'll do the Pittsburgh NC State leg of it.
Okay.
I'm also going to do a Clemson Minnesota parlay on Friday night.
Okay.
Feel free to join me, Sean.
That's
going to pay a ridiculous amount.
Yeah, I'm going to be on Minnesota money line, but that's about it. All right. Time for our contest selection. Let's stay hot. I'm going to
I think Cincinnati goes in there, right?
Yeah. Cincinnati minus 6 is the consensus play. We all like Cincinnati. Colby, what do you got cooking up over there?
Let's go back to Navy plus 10.5.
Plus 3162 to parlay Clemson and Minnesota on Friday night.
It's pretty good.
$100 to win $3,000. Yes, please.
For me, next, I'll take NC State plus 15. Kramer.
ECU minus 3.
Oh wow! Oh lordy, we got ECU on the contest.
I am at East Carolina.
Well, I like it even better because Colby didn't bring it up his entire time. He was too busy getting rock hard.
Maybe so that will give us a chance. If Colby didn't lock it up 9 times, then that's good.
We
put in my lock, put in my money line, and yeah, put it into Tease too. Colby, what's your other play here?
We will go to. Okay, so we played Cincy, we played Navy. Guys, it's Boise.
Boise State plus 3. Yeah. All right. I like SDSU, but you were right last week. I'm going Michigan laying 13 on the neutral. They're gonna fuck them up. Kramer.
Texas A&M minus 19.5.
So this is a good looking card. We got Navy plus 10.5, NC State plus 15, ECU laying the 3. Boise State getting the 3, Michigan laying the 13, Texas A&M laying the 19.5, and the Cincinnati Bearcats at home laying the 6. Let's keep the heater alive. Appreciate everyone tuning in. As always, smash that subscribe button. All the questions and comments over on Spotify. While you're there, toss us 5 stars. Tomorrow we're doing 2 episodes. We're doing our Thursday night props episode live over on YouTube, 10 a.m. Pacific. And of course, the National Football League picks episode 8:30. Of course, check out the College Experience for all your college basketball, college football needs. Daily Picks podcasts, they got it all. And of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, Stake the Money Green. He's Ryan.
See you on Thursday, Colby.
Kramer, let it ride.